Hello, all of my kindergartners. Welcome back to the channel. All my pro gardeners, everybody who here today. If you just here spectating, shame on you. Shame on you if you ain't out trying to get your garden together with all these simple videos that I'm making how to get started, okay? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Don't be slowful. Don't be that person that's just sitting in the bed, flicking the channel saying, I'ma do it, I'ma do it, I'ma do it. It's called slowfulness, okay? It's in the book. Don't believe it? Go and look up a slope. See how slow they move. You're gonna think your eyes that went into slow motion, okay? So let's get on up, rise and shine, take up your bed and walk, okay? So we wanna get going. Today is the day that I realized that my plants are hungry. Didn't know it. I just simply didn't know it. Talked to a guy, young guy. He was telling me about his plants and what he was growing. He showed me his collards and things. I was like, oh, your stuff look good, look nice. He asked me, what you feeding your plants? I said, feeding them. I just thought they needed a drink of water. He said, as long as they live, they gotta eat. Simple. That was so simple, I almost feel dumb. That's how simple that was, okay? So today, we working on feeding our plants. Let's get them fed, okay? What we doing is a once every, some people say 10 days. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that, so I'll try to stick to once every 2 weeks. So, okay. So, I got on me some rubber gloves. And I'm just gonna do the mix first. This is fish fertilizer. I didn't have to buy it. God will cause men to give unto your bosom. My neighbor, my good neighbor over here, he gave me this, okay? He said he didn't need it no more. You could take it. I was so glad because guess what? I was in the store undecided about which fertilizer I was going to get and kept looking at this one. God said, don't worry about it today. Even though my plants was hungry, God told me don't worry about it. I'm serious. I felt like, I'll wait a little longer. Because I had been hearing about this fish fertilizer. Just to turn around out here at the fence, talking with my neighbors, and he say, I got something for you. I wanted to give you, I'm trying something else different, so I want to give you something. What is it? He came out with this. I said, I was just going to buy some today. I'm just telling y'all how God works, okay? So, I kind of did a little homework on it. They said it smells horrible, okay? My face already frowned up before I took off this top. It's already frowned up because that's what I'm expecting, okay? You know? So, I'm going to double up today, okay? I'm doubling up. And see if we can go ahead and get that mixed up, okay? Fish fertilizer, okay? So they saying 2 tablespoons. Remember, twice a week, okay? Finish mixing that. I guess it's safe for me to take off my second set of garden gloves, okay? So we're gonna start off with this tomato and veggie. These are my collards. They looking good. They looking good. But I want to still just go ahead and feed them, okay? Now, to be honest, I might be harvesting these in the next 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens. I feel like some of them need to get a little bigger, but we'll work on them. But don't they look gorgeous? So I'm gonna take a fistful of this food, this tomato veggie, and I'm gonna start putting it around inside of my dirt, okay? I'm just putting it around in the dirt. Here, we do know that this is a slow release food, okay? It's a slow release food. What they tell you is to look behind your collards to make sure you don't see any bugs behind them, okay? Now, when I looked them up online, now those look good, but when I looked them up online, it showed like a green, light green. It was almost, it could blend in camouflage to me, okay? So they look good for the most part, okay? We're gonna start here. So here's my fish fertilizer. I'm not trying to water the leaves and splash up the leaves. So let's try to get it right in there in the inside. Now what they say is this liquid fertilizer gets into the food faster, okay? So yeah, and I don't want that stuff all over my leaves anyway. But what it's supposed to promote is healthier leaves, okay? Bright green, lush, okay? And I do the rest with a little, regular water, okay? Grab my garden tone for my watermelons and cantaloupe because I heard somebody say that the garden tone, this one, the herb and vegetable food, will be good. But like I told y'all, tomato and other veggies, it's probably all the same. But I'm gonna switch it up, okay? Because I have a couple. So let me finish watering these in good. I want to water that granular food up. Ooh, child, I heard popping over here. I ain't trying to pop now one of these leaves. I want them to thrive and do well, okay? So now I'm using my garden tone. And I'm also going to put a little bit inside of my corn. So I'm going to use this garden tone over here. Now see, this is why I got to come out here every day, y'all. Because see these little pods? This come from my cotton tree. I told you, it'll take over. I'm putting a little bit of this. I'm just kind of scattering it around. It's a bee up in here. We gonna welcome him, but we don't want him to get nigh me, okay? Not nigh thee. Okay, so putting a little bit of this around my watermelons. As you can see, they starting to come on up. And what they tell you to do is kind of train them to kind of keep going. I see the little tendrils on it. You see that? Some of this is them is a little, I don't know why they kind of looking a little burnt up, my cantaloupe. Maybe they needed food. I don't know. Maybe they needed food. So let's get a nice amount of this up in there. Okay. So I got that in there. So I'm going to come kind of right around it, right around the plants, right around it. And these in the middle that's coming up, this is my corn. Remember I told y'all I planted corn in there, in the middle, in case I need something for it to, it's a good companion plant, but just in case I need something to kind of, for it to grab hold. So that's what I did, okay? All right, so we got that in there. I put it kind of around the roots. I finished watering this in. Now they say these dogs like that smell of that fertilizer, that fish fertilizer. So we gotta be careful. That's another reason it'd be good for you to have gates to keep any pets out that you might have. Okay. I watered that. So fun fact. Other day, I went inside my greenhouse over there. I go in there, had a visitor. Who was in there? Mr. Devil. I ain't Eve. I ain't stick around to talk. Pew! I got up out of there, okay? I let my husband handle that situation, okay? So, we got that all watered in. Hopefully, that's good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to work on some of these other ones over here. My little okra, I'm probably going to feed it because I don't know what it got going. So, let's start with these corn stalks. I'm just going to put a little bit in here in my buckets. These are my cucumbers. And I probably didn't tell y'all last time, but they call straight eights. Now I wanted to put in some burpless ones also, but I gotta take it easy. I don't want to move too fast, okay? So I'm gonna put that food in there. Whoop, there go a bee. Y'all see him? He about to make me run. I got another bee. He big, but we gotta welcome him because he's going to do what he gotta do to help pollinate this stuff, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get that watered in, okay? Now, since this said this for herbs and vegetables, we gonna feed, look at my nasturtiums. We're gonna feed this little teapot. Look at my nasturtium. I end up seeing the snake inside of there. And I don't go in the greenhouse as much as I'm out here. But it scared me because it make me feel like they might end up inside of my garden. And one of my neighbors talked to me about it, and he said snakes like solitude. If I stay out here every day, they won't be out here, okay? Look at her. They ate a whole leaf up. A whole leaf up. What is all this in here, Shaq? Is these bugs? What is these little things? We're going to dump that completely out because I don't know what them little things is. Them could be the eggs. Yep. I don't know. But my daughter had all of these covered up with this netting just for me to look. This might be the culprit right here. A little moth is in there. So he can't stay. So he done, okay? He done. We sent him on to another room. So let me get these out. So we can work on that. Just too gross looking. So this is what I have. Even though I'm gonna get rid of them, I'm pouring them out. I'm getting rid of them. Neem oil, okay? So the man told me with this neem oil, what you wanna do is try to catch the bugs on your plant. He said, check behind the leaves. If you do, it's better to spray them because they still can eat those plants with the neem oil on it, okay? So with these being, look like these most definitely some kind of little bugs in here. I'm gonna spray them, but I'm still gonna try to dump them out just in case I left anything, okay? Stinky fish emotion. I'm gonna even do my okra with it. Not a whole lot. Cucumber plants. Oh, hopefully they really benefit from this. And I'm still gonna put just a tad on my corn. So I also have a watermelon plant that's kind of in the back. Because remember, these watermelons are heavy feeders anyway. Okay? And what I didn't do back here on the watermelon is, my little watermelon that I have growing back here, I didn't put the garden tone on it, so I just do that. And I come back through with some regular water. I don't have any rainwater. Flowers. still come back through. My corn stalks, cucumbers. And technically we shouldn't be watering the leaves, but I hope this fish emulsion don't do nothing wrong. I'm just gonna put a little bit over my, just a little bit over my strawberries, okay? Because I'm trying something with that. I did not read it said put that in there, but I'm just doing it, okay? Because really I'm not worried about these not watermelon, strawberries, because they not gonna really do much of nothing to next year, okay? Okay. This is my little nasturtiums. They doing so pretty. They doing so pretty. So I just wanted to kind of show y'all me feeding today. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest. Trying to train this to go up. That's what they said. I think I got something in my pocket that might help that. Okay. Put a little tomato clip on there to kind of get it to go. Matter of fact, maybe I'll just leave some on here just so when I need them, okay? Because the other one isn't growing like that. Now this okra over here, I just want y'all to know I am about to move it to the back side over here because I think it's being shaded out by my strawberries, okay? And I don't want that. I want the okra to grow. So we fed all of the plants today. We saw look like maybe some eggs or something inside of my cabbage plants. Sprayed it with the neem oil. Remember, neem oil really should go on the bug, not so much on the plant, because they can still eat the plant with the neem oil on it, okay? So what the best option for us to do is cover them up. I'm covering them up. I got netting for that. Get you some netting so you can cover up things that you see that they call themselves want to just steal from you. No, we're not going to let them just take our food, okay? So we'll do that. I'll get that all covered back up. I'm going to inspect it before I do cover it up to make sure I don't have a moth in it. Like I said, my daughter, she covered those up for me over the weekend while we were going camping, and she must have trapped the moth in the inside. And I'm thinking he is the culprit, okay? Remember, I am the kindergartner. I'm here to learn from you, okay? And to repeat things that I have learned, okay? So that's all for today. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys on the next video, okay?